Hey up, now then.
How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Today is another one of my mountain bike vlogs, so it's going to be more waffle, less riding in this one. Just hold your horses 1 minute. Do you know what? To Yorkshiremen, Yorkshire tea, it's like nectar of the gods. And I know all you Lancastrians out there now are going to be like, you're bruising for a cruising, mate. Cruising for a bruising. Yeah, that's right. Cruising for a bruising, mate. Sorry, Yorkshire tea. It's like liquid nectar. I digress. Anyway, I recently put up a photo as a bit of fun, a bit of a caption video. Don't make it about knobs. And of course, the majority of you went out with knob gags with "it's this big, I wish." There was a few funny ones in there where I actually thought that's brilliant, that's really funny, and it just proved that you actually watch my videos. So the people who commented, funnily enough, are not actually a subscriber, some of them, even though they commented, so it's a weird situation. A couple of nasty ones in there, telling me I look like a twat in my glasses. Oof. Oof. That's deep, mate. It's well deep. Cut me. So let's get in and have a look. I literally was thinking, once I did this, I thought, if it's popular enough, because there seemed to be quite a lot and I'd forgotten where I'd posted it then, the winner, I've got nothing to give away. I literally don't know what to give away. Obviously, you know, if these t-shirts, they cost me money to get them done. So that was really for the Patreon, which incidentally, I've dropped the Patreon down to £2.50. So if you want to help and support me, I can use that money to buy gear and clothing and things and use it for fuel to go places and find you different routes and review things. Of course, all my rides have GPX files on the bottom. But anyway, so if you want to support me, that's brilliant. I already have a couple of people who sent me nice PMs saying that they've sent me some Patreon because they want to support the channel, and they do love the fact that there are GPX files. So if you want to help me, £2.50 is not going to break the bank, but if enough of you did it, it would be life-changing for me. Literally life-changing. I could change my job and my career, which I'm... Well, anyway. Let's waffle more, talking about pictures. So let's jump in and have a look, you funny mother chuggers, you. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's have a look at what you've been posting here on Facebook. And let's have a look. Hands up, partner, give me my bike back. Make America big, back in grey again. 29ers are about this big. Hey, you can't beat a mullet bike. Then Haibike tells me it's not their fault, it's the frame cracked. Oof, need a big battery. I've been riding another bike, but it's not serious. Dude, take the bike. Please don't shoot me. I was this close to attempting the gap jump. Now, I wonder if Kevin was watching my Ilkley Moor video where I stopped and there was a gap. I just wasn't ready for it. I was this fat before I went into biking. Actually, I used to be quite a beefcake, but I've also been really, really skinny as well. My weight seems to be all over the place. I wish my chain stays with this long. Now, you see whether that's a little dig at iBike. A lot of people seem to be having chain suck issues. YMCA, the new battery's this big. I can do wheelies this long on my iBike. Now, Jason, I don't know whether you're talking about yourself or me, but you know I suck at wheelies and manuals, and I'm hoping to do a video in the future where we'll get somebody who knows how to do it and see if they can teach me, because if they can teach me, they can teach anybody. How far I can go on one battery. Do you know what, Steve? I've actually got further and further and further as my fitness has increased. I tend to just use it on standard mode now, and I have usually, after 25, 30 miles left, I've usually got around 30% left. Quite a few comments in here about the bike. In fact, there is throughout all these things. Honestly, after the 6th climb, the smile on my face was this big. Well, if you've seen my initial video when I very, very first time I'd actually tried the Haibike, you'll know how excited I was. I was flying down the hill and slammed on when I noticed I stopped. I was this far from the edge of a 1,000-foot drop. Yep, that's well, I almost did that at Hebden Bridge. You'll notice in the intro clip there was a big drop as we got down to the bottom. And that's why he's so popular with the ladies. You know, you've got to have a dream hook, you have. But I think if it's too big, well, where are you going to put it? Don't answer that. Don't answer that hook. Now, if you're from Yorkshire like I am, we have a bit of an innuendo. And there's constantly jokes about going to the toilet, turds, and you name it, it's always in there. So there's a comment on there from Keith. No, seriously, it was smelly, but it was this big. Now, that might not sound very funny and childish, but that's just Yorkshire humour. This one time I hit this jump and proper flew through the air. I was literally this far. Has anybody seen my sandwich? Jesus, how big are your sandwiches? Okay, hands up, you got me. My toy has a battery. How dare you, Peter, call my Heidi Heidi, Haibike. Look, I'm fuming. I can't even get my words out. She's a beauty. Now, there's some good comments in there, and there's one from Steve. This is how big my wallet would be if I hadn't got into e-bikes. And do you know what? I've got to agree because, well, you know what it's like. You get the expensive bike on finance, or you put the moolah down, which is Yorkshire for money. You put the money down, and then, of course, you need the jacket, the helmet, the shoes, the boots, the protection. Then you need the bike frame protection. You need the new grips. You need the new pedals. It goes on and on and on. And when you actually sit down and add it up, well, it's bloody frightening. Quite a few comments in here about the prices of the bike and the motors. I notice there's a few little digs at Bosch as well. I've got the Yami, and I know I sing its praises all the time, and I have ridden my friends' bikes who've got Bosch, and there's just something about the Yami. You could say, well, that's because that's on your bike, so you're a little bit prejudiced, but genuinely I'm not. I love the Yami motor. It's just so responsive. And touch wood, even though we've sunk it underwater, I'm sure you've seen that video, more than once I've had zero problems with the bike, absolutely nothing. Let me know if you've had any issues with the Bosch motors. One of my friends was on, was it the Cube Hybrid, I think, the other week when I went out, just me and him for riding the canal, and the actual logo on the side of the Bosch motor fell off. And having looked at my Yami as well, I've noticed that the actual cover, they're just stuck on there, which I always thought that they would have been moulded as part of the motor process, but lo and behold, let me know if the logo on the side of your motor's fallen off and if you've stuck it back on with super glue. Yeah, as you can see up at the top, Jeff says, when I wear these glasses, I look this much of a cock. Thanks, Jeff. Do you know what? I really like those glasses. I think he's on about the blue ones that I got from Wish. They were at, what was it, 11 quid or something? I can't remember what I paid. They came with 5 different lenses. I think I showed them on one of my first vlogs. I absolutely love those. It's not the sort of thing you want to wear as sunglasses. I agree with you, Jeff. If I was doing that, then I would agree with you wholeheartedly. But I hope he's jesting. Anyway, there's also one from Jay down at the bottom who you'll know as Stop-a-Doodle-Doo. I'm this close to taking hammer to these brakes if they don't stop squealing. Yeah, another issue. I've had Godzilla brakes for God knows how long, and it doesn't seem to matter what I do with them. Clean them, scrub them, shine them, spit on them, buff them, you name it. As soon as those pads get wet or damp, we're in Godzilla hell. It not only annoys me and other riders, farm animals go running and squealing into the forest. There you go. So many comments, I'm kind of a little bit overwhelmed, but thank you all. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. And I think they call it community engagement, all that bab. As you can see, there are a few comments in there about chain suck. Again, not an issue that I've had. I don't know why. I just must have been lucky. Andrew Donovan down at the bottom, that dog turd was about this big, even though he spelled turd wrong. Yeah, go on, we'll give you that one. We'll give you that one, Donovan. In fact, wasn't that a clue on the Ricky Gervais podcast that Carl Pilkington came out with? Wasn't it something to do with meat in a van? And she was called Donna Van. Oh, I can't remember, something like that. Tony Stewart says, let me explain through the medium of dance. Do you know what? I can't dance to save my life unless I've had, I don't know, 7 or 8 pints. Then you can't keep me off the dance floor. Well, in case you don't know, I'm a metalhead. I have been since I was about 16. So I like the old school stuff like Mudvayne, Alice in Chains, Korn, bit of Fear Factory, things like that. And I also like deathcore. So you can imagine that if you're into this kind of thing, and some of your friends like to go to dance clubs and listen to, well, I choose my words carefully, shite, you're not really going to want to get up and dance. I think that's partly why I'm single, you know. Most of my mates meet their ladies, shall we say, on the dance floor. Whereas if you're a mosher, you know, when I was younger, blimey, there was no stopping me. I think you know what I'm saying. But you're too old to go to those rock bars and that now, so yeah, in music we suffer. Right, what have we got on this one? This isn't the bike you're looking for. Yeah, Star Wars reference there. Craig Simpson says, new jacket, just waiting for the arm tape to arrive. Now, he's got a keen eagle eye. Yes, I have got a new jacket. That orange jacket you'll see on the actual picture was from... what the hell is that sound? Jesus, I don't want... Somebody's getting drilled next door. You've lot got filthy minds. Somebody's drilling next door. The new jacket. Yes, I bought a new jacket. I think it was Peter Storm from Go Outdoors. It was 30 quid. Because my blue jacket that I love to death, which is OEX, which is Go Outdoors on brand, I actually caught the sleeve on some brambles and I stuck some gaffer tape around it, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So yes, nice one, Craig. You're well spotted, sir. Well spotted, sir. Well, hello, Charlotte Bastian. I'm too sexy for my bike. Well, thank you very much. And I've noticed Kathy Balloff, the talked about, the legend. She knows what she's doing. I tell you what, she could teach you a thing or two, that Kathy. Woo-hoo-hoo! She knows it. She bloody well knows it. The jump I did was this long from Lee. I think there's a few of those in there. Nick actually said the same thing. The jump was this big. Do you know what? I don't do jumping. It was something I did when I was younger. I tended to get hurt all the time. You end up busting stuff and breaking stuff. And when you're on the shy side of 50, why would I want to? Unless I'm getting paid squillions of pounds by a sponsorship to do stupid things, which you wouldn't do in reality, and you're out on your bike. Why would you want to? Maybe I should do a video of me jumping down stuff and just to show you that I can do some of it, even though I can't manual and wheelie. It's a crazy world out there, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a crazy world. Daryl Kitson says, my biggest wheelie yet, I swear. Now, he knows. Daryl knows I'm constantly struggling to do wheelies and manuals. I either come off the back or it ends up being pathetic. 4 or 5 pedals and that's it, about me done. And I end up veering over to the left or the right, but there you go. My missus said I could go out on my bike for this long. 7 likes on that one. Well, unfortunately, small violin time, single lad, no wife, no kids. I was self-employed for about 20 odd years and I worked from home, so it was difficult to actually go out and meet anybody, because the only places I really went out was I either went hiking or wild camping, and on a weekend all my mates were either married, engaged, or the missuses were up the duff. So I didn't really get to go anywhere. So unfortunately, I think I've missed the ship. The boat has sailed. Been riding for 25 years and now just cleared a gap this big. When I was younger, my balls were this big. What? Balls get bigger as you get older. This is the size of the fish I removed from my battery compartment after I misjudged the depth of that Ford. Yeah, I can't even remember where I was now. Where was I? Oh, it wasn't Ebden Bridge. It wasn't Ogden Water. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it was the Bingley Bash. If you haven't seen the video he's talking about, I went through a deep ford on the e-bike. My bike nearly washed away. I nearly lost it. And let's just say the water went almost up to my waist at one point. But the bike, I tell you what, that Yummy Haibike, Heidi Haibike, she's still running sweet. But, ladies and gentlemen, before this video goes on and on and on, there can only be one winner, even though you're not actually winning anything. If I had something to give you, I would give it away. Maybe, I'll tell you what, I've got some toilet duck in the bathroom. If you want that toilet duck, give me your name and address and I'll send it to you. There can only be one winner, and for him, he called me a twat earlier about my glasses, so I was reluctant to give it to him, but I hope it was in jest. But the winner is Al McClellan, I think I've pronounced that right. And his comment was, I flew my drone for this long, then it died. Now that actually made me laugh when I read it. Even though I chuckled on some of the other ones, I genuinely laughed because there was almost a bit of vitriolic sarcasm in there and a little bit of a poke, I think. I don't think I'm his type of YouTuber that he likes. So it made me laugh with the sarcasm. And it proves that he actually did watch the video. Yes, I flew the drone. Took me about 15 attempts to get it in the air, and then it crashed. And it's actually not getting fixed because I only broke one arm, and when I took it to Drone Doctor, they're now telling me it needs 3, and they wanted to charge me over half the price of what I paid for it. So I've said no. So that is the end of the drone. So there you go, Al. You are the winner, you sarcastic bar steward. You made me laugh, so you are the winner. If you want some toilet duck, let me know. I'll get it in post. Maybe some Yorkshire tea bags could come your way. What am I waffling on about? I don't know. Anyway, that's been a quick vlog. I may just put another picture up at another time, and maybe I can start doing some little giveaways. If you've got any ideas on what I can actually give away, then do let me know. But thanks all for the comments, the likes, subscribes, the shares, and all the good stuff. I shall see you in some more videos coming real soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.